Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game by Wilhelm Steinitz once again, and his opponent in this chess game was Charles Devide, a Austrian-born American chess player, and he was also New York chess editor and analyst. He was born in 1858. So okay, let's see what happened. This game was played in 1890 in the Manhattan Chess Club in New York, United States. A must-see, super an amazingly beautiful chess game. So Steinitz starts the game with e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, the Italian game, and then bishop to c5 and b4. And of course, this is the Evans Gambit. So this was a very popular opening in the Romantic era of chess. In the late 1700s until 1870s, this was very popular, but this game was played in 1890. I don't think that this was so popular at that time anymore, but Steinitz is having some fun against his weaker opponent. So bishop takes on b4, c3, bishop to a5, and Steinitz castled. So the Evans Gambit was accepted and black is a pawn up. And then knight to f6 and d4. And after knight takes on e4, pawn takes, black castled. And then rook to e1 and Steinitz sacrificed one more pawn, and it looks horrible for white on the surface because it looks like black is forking the rooks. What is white doing next? What is Steinitz doing? Was he drunk? Well, Wilhelm Steinitz had some amazing tactics, amazing ideas up in his sleeve. Knight to g5, sacrificing the rook as well, with sacrificing two pawns. But then the white saw what's happening here and he played knight takes on e5. Let's see what happens if bishop takes rook. Black is the rook up and two pawns up, but white has a very strong attack, queen to h5. How to defend the checkmate threat? The knight and queen combination close to the king is usually a very dangerous combo. And also the bishop is pinning the pawn, so this is not looking good. If h6, then knight takes on f7, attacking all guns blazing. If rook takes, what else? Also attacking the queen with threatening some discovery attacks. So bishop takes is very strong. Because if king to f8, then we have check. Look at the power, look at the strength of the two bishops. So if d6 takes, and then what would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Then lightning strike, bishop takes on d6, and what else? If queen takes, rook d8, checkmate. So apparently after bishop takes on f7, king to f8 is going to be fatal for black. What happens if king to h7? Then we have bishop takes on h6, and if capturing, then check. And if not capturing, that would be horrible as well. Black is not going to survive that. Black was not going to survive that, and this is basically getting checkmated. And how about if king to h8, then bishop takes on h6 is also very strong. So threatening to move the bishop back, and how is black going to defend this? So basically there is no sensible defense in this position as well. So okay, let's take it back. In this position, Steinitz is going all guns blazing, but then knight to g5 is actually a very strong move. So knight takes on e5, and is queen to h5 going to work in this position? Well, Steinitz didn't play this move, but if queen to h5, can you see what was black's idea? That was queen takes on g5, sacrificing the queen, but black is getting a little bit too much material now. Knight takes on c4, and the bishop is forking the rooks. Well, actually black is slightly better. Black is better in this position. We can say that he is even better because black is getting too much material for the queen. Okay, so he has pretty good compensation. And white doesn't have a mating attack because white has bishop-queen combination, which is not going to do much, which is not going to harm the king. But if it was knight, it would be a little bit more difficult for black. But black is also capturing the bishop, so Anyway, this is why after knight takes on e5, Steinitz didn't play queen to h5. He played a different move, and he played Wilhelm Steinitz. Captured the knight. This was a shocker for black, and maybe black was not expecting this hammer blow by Wilhelm Steinitz. So this time, of course, queen to h5 is going to be dangerous. So we have bishop takes rook, but then queen to h5, eliminating the knight, and now Steinitz is threatening checkmate. So h6, well, actually black missed queen takes on g5, but then bishop takes rook, bishop to e7 is a very strong move. So if where is the rook going? I mean, if moving the rook, then queen takes, so the bishop queen is aiming the f pawn, and if g6, then queen to f3. And this is not so clear, but black has slight advantage, actually, believe it or not. Or the position is for about equal. But black is still in the ball game, in this position. So queen to h5, and we have h6, but now this time, not queen takes knight, but this time Steinitz played knight takes on f7, and this is very dangerous, of course. So rook takes, queen takes, king to h8, and now can you see the winning move for white? What would you do? White has a very strong move right now, and that was the top engine move by Wilhelm Steinitz. Maybe defending the rook comes to mind, but that doesn't look like a top engine move, isn't it? So let me wait for 3 more seconds. If you want, you can always pause the video. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so Steinitz played bishop to g5, the top engine move, and white has plus 10 points. I repeat, 10 points winning advantage according to the computer, and also an extremely beautiful move by the first world chess champion Wilhelm Steinitz. So bishop to f6 was played by Charles Devide, the only move that doesn't loses immediately. This is not losing immediately, but bishop to g5 exclamation point. If queen takes, then queen to g8 is going to be checkmate, deflecting the queen. And also we can say that black is having some serious development problems. If capturing the bishop with the pawn, then queen to h5 is checkmate. The bishop is also covering the escape square. So a very beautiful move this was. And where is the queen going? So this is the only move, as I said, which is not losing immediately, but then simply boom, bishop takes on f6, and black is toast. Black played pawn takes. If queen takes, then we have queen to g8 checkmate. So bishop takes, pawn takes, and here comes, okay, pawn takes is not losing immediately, but then can you see the next move for white? Okay. Rook to e1, and after this move, Charles Devide resigned. He can stop basically rook to e8, and that's all over. Wow, what a game by Wilhelm Steinitz. So the possible continuation, d5, rook up, it's all over. So queen takes, and bishop takes, and this is unplayable for black. White is winning easily. And let's make a quick recap. So in here, did you see bishop to g5? And this was the top engine move, a very beautiful move. And then bishop takes, and here comes rook to e1, and after this move, at move 18 actually, black resigned. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games. Take care and bye bye.